Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Canadian Beauty's channel. I'm in front of my window. I decided this morning, let's try some natural light just to see. I've been up for a couple hours now. Diddly daddling. It's Friday. I'm working closing shift today, so I just decided to scoot and boot around this morning. We're going to start off with the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. I have, what shade is this? 13 Fair Neutral. I can never remember what shade. Yeah, I want to try. I remember we had a table right here, and I used to sit at the table and do my makeup with the light bouncing in from this window. I just want to see if I like it like this or not, or if I prefer the ring lights. Something different, anyways. And also just be interesting to see how the makeup looks being applied in natural light versus ring light. Everybody keeps saying, oh, you got perfect skin, and it's like, no, I've got the redness, I've got line under my eyes, I got acne and stuff. I don't know, I feel like the ring lights make my skin look like it's perfect when it's not. Oh, it's so beautiful out. Well, that's on. And then same as usual, just take the sponge over just to make sure. All I'm trying to do is like even my skin tone out, or even my skin out a little bit, just to cover up some of the redness. Can't believe we're in the last week of October. I think I don't know if it's this month or next month, I will be like 1 year on YouTube. Like since I started posting videos of me sitting down, recording myself doing my makeup while talking to my family, because that's how this channel started. I think it'll be a year next month, November. It's either like late this month or... Leah, do you remember? You know what? Maybe it is a year this month, October. I'm trying to think. Did we talk about Halloween stuff? You know what? We were talking about Halloween stuff. I think it's a year now. Yeah, that's how this channel even started. What was I doing? There was like randomly one day I was doing something and I decided to record it so that my mom and one of my sisters could watch it. And then I started just recording randomly, doing my makeup or whatever I was doing, and talking as if my mom and one of my sisters was sitting here with me. But then, like I said before, people started subscribing to my channel after a while. And so I kind of cut. After like more and more people start subscribing, I leaned more into just like hauls and get ready with me's, and I cut back on the personal chat stuff. I was talking about Jesus, which I don't mind talking about Jesus. Um, okay. I'm not worried about like fully covering stuff because I don't really care if that stuff shows. But yeah, as the numbers went up on my channel, I mean, pretty much now, like you guys know, it's pretty much strictly like get ready with me for the most part. Hauls a little bit, not so much though. I feel embarrassed to show hauls sometimes. Like, oh, look what I got. Like if I go to Winners, but now I only go to Winners, what, once every couple of months instead of every month. Like there's several grocery, I was even showing grocery hauls. I haven't done a grocery haul in a while though. Well, maybe like a couple of weeks or a month. I do believe, though, starting tomorrow, I think every Saturday or every second Saturday, I haven't decided, I'm going to do a Tea with Jesus video. Ideally, I'm going to be doing this every Saturday. Tea with Jesus. Where I read some scripture and talk about it. I'm thinking, no, I just want to. I have another channel, The Narrow Road to Home. I neglected it. I think I made it earlier in this year, like February or something. I neglected it. I went and got a job and whatnot. I felt kind of stupid, like maybe I wasn't and not the right person to be talking about scripture and stuff, but you know what? Who is really? Because when it comes to like talking about scripture, nobody reads scripture and automatically is like, I know exactly what that means, or I know exactly what that metaphor is, and stuff like that. Like, you gotta read and read and read and read, and it takes forever. Anyways, I feel like there's a lot of people who haven't even heard scripture because they've never opened the Bible. And also, a lot of people, for some people, people themselves are the Bible. And I don't mean like that, I guess like in how they live and stuff like that. And sometimes people never hear scripture unless they hear somebody else talk about it. So we're going to use the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer in the shade Light. Anyways, all that to say, I think I'm going to probably start tomorrow and do it after work. Because I'm off at 6. So I think I'll do like a tea with Jesus. And I really just want to, I'm not going to read the whole Bible, but I feel like just based on what's going on in the world right now, I want to read the book of Revelations and just read like one chapter to you guys, to whoever decides to watch and listen, and then talk about it, what I think it's saying or meaning. There's also something that I learned over the past year, maybe 2 years now, that I never realized before about the book of Revelation. People call it the book of Revelations, but there's no S in there. It's book of Revelation. So here's the thing about me using the window light is that I can't really see what I'm doing. Like, I can see I'm putting my brush here, but I can't see. Hey, am I doing too much product? I need them. Okay, that looks nice. It looks nice in a nice light bronze. Who here does their makeup to the point where like you actually are covering all your imperfections though? Like, I was picking at this, obviously picking at that one. You can see like I've got the bumps and stuff on my forehead. My nose is red. I've got redness in here. And on my chin there's like red dots and stuff in here. Yeah, I'm not looking to like get rid of everything that we can see on my face. I don't mind it being there. I just like to play with makeup. I might have to fix my hair. I did my hair, but I have it like braided down. The braid is bothering me because it's touching my neck. So I'm probably gonna just take the braid part out and put a bun or throw it into a hair clip. So for blush, I'm gonna put this one on again today. The Barely Blushing from Makeup by Mario. Because I can't really see, I am going to hold up a mirror for this. Looks like I'm working Halloween. I don't know if Grace wanted to go trick-or-treating. If she does, Matt will take her out, but she hasn't said anything about wanting to go. Normally by now she'd be like, oh, I can't wait. And I know last year she didn't. So what do we do? Last year we just went to Walmart and bought a bunch of Halloween treats. Hey Michelle, if you're watching this, can you go check your Instagram? I messaged you after work last night. I went and put I guess I can say it here, but like, yeah, you should probably go read the message. I went and got a I put money on a MasterCard for her, for Michelle, because she won the giveaway. Went out, paid for it and all that. The transaction went through and stuff, and then the cashier was like, oh, hey, it says this card's expired. She's like, but the money's on it. And I was like, well, yeah, the money's on it. Like, it shows that it took the money out of my bank account. So we were trying to figure out, like, because the receipt that said the card was expired, does that mean the card wouldn't work if I send it to Michelle? So she went and got another card, the Visa Joker, and she transferred the money from the MasterCard onto the Visa, and of course it showed it went on there. Personally, I feel like I need to activate the Visa so I can see with my own eyes that the money's on there. It's my personality. I don't know. I'm just worried that I'm going to, well, here's a couple of things. At first I was like, the Visa doesn't say it can be used internationally. So I Googled it. It can be used internationally. Another thing, I'm worried that if I mail it off to Michelle, a mail carrier is going to realize that it's a gift card of some sort and they're going to steal it. Thirdly, although the receipt says the money is on there, I feel like I need tangible proof that the money is actually on the Visa before I were to even send it to Michelle. Because what if I send it to her, she activates it, whatever, and then it shows like zero balance? Because I have the receipt and the card here. Yeah, it shows 100 and I put 140 on it Canadian because US dollars is more expensive. Or how's it go? I think I Googled it. 100 Canadian equals, or 100 US equals like 133 or 137 Canadian. So I put 140 on there. I was looking at, yeah, it says gift card balance 140. I feel like seeing the receipt, though, it's not enough for me to be like, yeah, I believe the money's on the card. Do you guys know what I mean? So, Michelle, read your messages, because I did mention something in there. And hey, if you decide no, like, just send it, I'll send it. But I did give another option. It would be me going on to just ordering what you want from the US and using the Visa to pay for it. And if there's no money on the Visa, even though the receipt says there is, then I'll just pay for it with my credit card and then go back down. Because like this has to be activated. I never buy gift cards like this ever. Because it freaks me out for some reason. It says gift card purchase amount and it says approved, approval code, gift card balance. What's the approval? Because I think I'd have to send you the receipt too. There's no personal information on the receipt. I don't know. Go read your messages. I kind of explained something on there or in there. You might actually get on there before seeing this video. Who knows? I'm using the Annabelle skinny brow liner in Universal Taupe. I do prefer, I think, the Milani pomade thing now, but I do want to, some of these brow pencils, use them up. Excuse me. Do any of you guys buy prepaid Visa or MasterCards? I think one or both my kids have received them as gifts before. And then they were like, hey, can you help me figure it out? And like they had to like make an account, or they had to like activate it by doing, I don't even remember what. So Michelle will have to do the same for this if I send it to her, unless she says yes to me doing another thing where I just order what she wants and has it shipped to her. I know she wants the Makeup by Mario Ethereal palette, but US dollars, that's definitely much cheaper, I think, than Canadian. I did order the Charlotte Tilbury palette. Couldn't stop thinking about it. Just those swatches, man. Those swatches. I literally think at this point there's no other palettes that I want aside from Natasha Denona. I need a warm palette. Ooh, Matt's on his way home. Grace has therapy today. So he's off early to take her to that. She had her first teen group yesterday. She said it was like very quiet and awkward, and they were told not to make friendships until that whole thing is done. So like there's 6 weeks, and she's like, it's kind of stupid. And I was like, no, I can see it. I can understand why they said for you guys not to make friends with each other until after the program is done, because you guys are all there for certain specific reasons, and you want to keep it private, and you don't want to be, it's personal and it's private. So I mean, trying to explain that to her, and she's like, it's still stupid that we can't make friends with each other right now. Told her just to wait. So for the palette that I've been thinking about since yesterday is this one here, the Natasha Denona Hyper Natural palette. I think I'm going to mix the 3 bronzers that are in here, for starters. And put those on my face. I'm mixing them because it's too awkward to even try and separate these bronzers. So we're just going to, like, you know, whoo, in here and put some of this on. I'm not going to really put, I already put cream bronzer here, so I'm not going to put powder bronzer there since I'm doing blush there. I realized something. Andy, did you post a video yesterday or the day before? I have to actually go on your channel. I clicked on my subscription feed, and I feel like I haven't seen anything from you pop up there. I know you're working, so maybe you just aren't posting right now. I have to go back and look. Here's the thing about tonight's shift that I'm not excited for. I'm working until 10. I have to be to work for 9:30 tomorrow morning. I know some people might be like, whoa, 9:30 tomorrow morning. I'm the kind of person that I tend to get up 3 hours before I have to go to work, 3 to 4 hours. And I also like to get at least 8 hours of sleep. And so like I've been trying to calculate how I'm going to make that work when I'm getting off at 10 o'clock tonight. I need to shower. I'm probably going to be hungry. Although I do intend to try and eat as much today as possible. Well, not really. I'll probably have like a breakfast sandwich here soon. And then for supper, I do want to eat. I start at 4:30. I only get, I think, one 15-minute break on my shift today because I'm not doing an 8-hour shift. Do I want to use the blushes in here, or the other palette that I took down is the Glam Face palette. I feel like the shade of the blush in this one's kind of similar to the Makeup by Mario one I have on. Barely Blushing. One might be more warm toned. I'm gonna swatch them right quick. Yes, my ND one does have a dip in it. I don't know if you guys can see. Probably not. So the Natasha Denona one's definitely a thicker formula. And then the Makeup by Mario one's more, it's very wet. So we got Natasha Denona right there. And then we got the Makeup by Mario below it. So one's more wet feeling, the other one's like a thicker cream. Okay, so now that they're side by side, the Makeup by Mario one definitely has more of a pink to it, undertone to it. This one has more of a peachy undertone. Let me put a little bit more of that on. Yeah. Can you guys see? Makeup by Mario has more of a pinky undertone, and then the Natasha Denona has more of a peachy. But I think you get like the similar vibe off the two of them. And I think you get more product in the... I think there's more product in here. Also because it's not such a... because this is not a thin formula like the Makeup by Mario one, it would last longer. Ooh, I mean, the highlighter is probably... I like the highlighter. Do you guys see the highlighter down there? Anyways, I think I'm going to use the eyeshadows, like a combination. Well, I also have the Lawless palette here too, because I was thinking I need some shadows to start this look out with. I'll deal with the eyeshadow later. I'm going to start out with this shade right here in the Lawless palette. I told Matt I want to do like a basic face today. I don't want... wrong shade. Put that off on my leg. I was like, I don't want to... I was going to do something like dark and grungy. Because I'm working a later shift, but I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright, I'm going to go into the shade Transition. This one right here. Put that on my lid and blend it up. Can we see me doing videos where I don't talk? I just come on and do my makeup. I'm not a fan of voiceovers. Okay, one of the shades that's in this one that I want to use is this Everyday shade. I kind of want to put it on my lid and start blending it up and out. Here's my thing. What would be... oh, I think I know a good brush. Let me... I do have a type of brush from Walmart that I feel like works good with some of these Natasha Denona shades. Here we go. It's a Still Water or Still Spa Essentials brush. I think it's brush 686 or it's 989. I don't know. Anyways, I feel like I want to go into this shade here with this brush because it's like a thick, dense brush. Pick this, just roll this in here. The shade actually says it's an everyday shade. That's so dirty I can't see. But I kind of want to bring this on my lid and like just buff it up and out. And it kind of, they are kind of correct. It is like a nice everyday shade. It looks dark in the pan, but it's really, once you get it on there, it isn't dark. And yeah, I just take my brush and swirl it, like really get in there. Just kind of like blend and buff it in. Like, this is the kind of shade you could just take this, put this on your upper and lower lash line mascara and call it a day. Like, that's how much of an everyday shade I think it is. I mean, yeah, you can literally just do that. What was I looking for? Just taking this brush and just blending up and above. I do think I want that shade on my lower lash line too. I do like it. Same brush. When I was watching one of Chris's videos last night, I mean, you want to know what else I thought, Chris, when you were done your look? You know what I was thinking while you're doing your eye look? I mean, you probably never watched these, but so Grace has all these Barbie movies, like Barbie Dreamtopia and stuff like that. And that's what popped into my mind when you were doing your eye makeup. Barbie Dreamtopia. Like, it almost, on my screen, it almost looked like soft, pastel, semi-bright. It also looked like the color scheme kind of that was on your handheld mirror that you were using. I know you really like colorful looks. Like I was telling Matt, I was like, Chris and I are like the same but opposites. Like I think I really like neutral eye looks and stuff. Like most of my looks are all neutral colors and sparkles and stuff like that. And then I'll do random colorful looks. And then Chris is all colorful, also sparkle looks, and then she'll do random neutral looks. She kind of, in that way, Angelica Nyquist, I can't pronounce like her last name, or some people call her Angelica. I feel like even her, she thinks she doesn't look good in neutral looks. She thinks like it's colorful, but just like Chris, you don't realize how some people, like, no matter how much color you put on your face, yes, you're beautiful, but there's something about neutral makeup on people too that it sometimes just really enhances your look. Like I feel like Chris and Angelica are similar in the way where they're like color, and then they do a neutral look and they're like, it looks okay, but then everybody's like, no, like it looks fantastic, like it looks so good on you. But you know what? Some people need color in their life. Chris needs color in her life, so you keep on using all your fantastic colors. Chris is gonna be like 80, 90 and still doing colorful eye looks. Keep it up, girl. And use your sparkles. See, you could you could just put some mascara on, call it a day. Here's my thing with this one. Okay, does this crease? Because this is like a cream formula, it doesn't, most of these are all creams, I think. They're each some form of cream. I can't remember, does this one crease on me? I was debating using this one with, maybe I'll put this one on the front part like that. But I want to use one of the sparkles from the other palette, I think. Grace is finally up. I've been waiting for her to wake up. Look who finally decided to get up. It's Grace.
Don't you have work?
I'm working closing shift tonight. I know. it makes me want to cry. Oh, here's some interesting news. Alona pulled me aside yesterday. She got me to help her with something. And then she asked me what I thought about doing opening shifts. And I was like, well, if it means getting off at 3 o'clock, you know, if I were to do them, heck yeah. She's like, okay. Because I guess, she said Jackie had mentioned to her that she's debating or highly thinking about training me for opening shifts. And I'm like, yeah, I would do it. And like Alona explained to me just briefly, like opening shifts is pretty much doing the opposite of closing shifts. It's like you're just turning everything on and flipping salads and stuff like that. I don't think they realize I've done opening shifts when I worked at Co-op many moons ago. Matt's like, man, you're not a morning person, but if you want to do it, do it. I'm like, I know I'm not a morning person. It would mean me getting up at 4 a.m. But again, if it means I get off at 3 and I can come home and like cook supper and hang out, whatever. And like Alona said, it wouldn't be every day, just be like once or twice a week. But I'm like, yeah, I'd be up for it. Because I feel like since getting this job, I'm barely cooking supper. And if I am, I'm batch cooking so I can make sure there's something to eat. And then again, I feel like Matt and the kids, they are not eating the leftovers, and so food's going to waste and stuff. So, or they'll eat leftovers once and then that's that. So it's like, I feel like I need a system that's going to work. I don't want to do all crock pot meals. I need these guys to learn how to cook a damn rotisserie chicken or something. Do I want more sparkle? I kind of want more of that darkness out there. I might go into this one a little bit. Which is the shade Statement. And this mirror is so dirty. And then I'm going to just dip back into the first shade that I was originally using and use that to blend over this. I do want it a little bit dark out here. I still gotta go do my laundry for work. This brush, nothing on it. Now I'm like, I'm feeling kind of demure, just joking. I've seen something briefly on the internet of people talking about very demure, very something else, and I'm like, what's that about? Demure? I don't know what that's about. Seems like something I don't want to learn about either. Do I want to go a little... Okay, whatever's left on this brush, I'll run it down here. Tell me in the comments, what's your guys' favorite part about the makeup? Is it sitting down doing your eyes, your face, cheeks? Like, what's your favorite part? I think when it gets down to it, I'm thinking my eyes. I love blush though. I think my eyes. Do I want more? I got that little bit of lightness from the shimmer that's in here. But do I want a little bit more sparkle? I think once I get some mascara on, there are some shimmers in here. I think tomorrow I'm going to use the Lawless palette on its own. Because I kind of want to do like a base. I want this shade all over my lid, blend it out, and then, I don't know. I don't know what else. It looks like this. It's like, to me, it looks like it's like gray, purple. There's something like, what would you call this? Yeah, it's like a gray purple. Can you guys see that? I feel like the lighting's not gonna pick up on like the purple, gray. I can see it though. I feel like that would be so pretty on the eye. Like just put it all over your eyelid and buff it out and up. But there's like also like this brown undertone to it, like purple, gray, and brown. Depending on how once the light hits it in a certain way, I feel like it looks purple. Hello, I'm a dinosaur. No. Who used to do hand puppets? Not me. Because I was horrible at it. Let me grab a wipe. You guys know I woke up to it being -4 this morning. That is freaking cold. It's a clear indication that winter is coming. Like I said, we're in the last week of November. My burns are healing. They're definitely much better. I forgot to put Polysporin on them before I went to bed last night. But this one definitely burned down a few layers. As Grace would say, watch what you're doing, Mom. It's like, I kind of was, and yeah. Did I wipe swatches off on my hands? Alright, I'm just debating, do I want any? Let's get a mascara. What one was I thinking about earlier? Probably none. Let's do this Essence Bye Bye Panda Eyes. It says it's smudge proof. Hopefully it's not too hard to get off. I don't remember. I'm debating if I want to use the blushes in that palette. Like, why? I put some hairspray in my hair to help. That bronzer is glowy on my forehead. I don't need a lot of mascara, just a little bit. Matt woke me up this morning before he left to work. I heard talking while I was sleeping, and I kept hearing, get off the edge, get off the edge. And I was like, I like to live on the edge. And then I heard him laughing. Because I was right on the edge of the bed. He's like, roll over and push back. Because he was leaving for work. Yeah, what was funny, we were watching Chris's video last night, and Chris was doing something. She was like, stop, stop, or something. But while she was saying stop, Matt was letting out rippers. We were sitting there laughing. I told her. I was like, it was timed perfectly. He was there farting, and you were saying stop. It's definitely a nice look. I know it's very basic, but I do like basic eye looks. I'm going to take this brush. I'm not going to put anything extra on it. Whatever is on it is on it. I am just going to buff a little bit right here. Because any mascara. Do I want to add any more shimmer? I don't think I need to. I am going to take my sponge right here. Yeah, I do like that I can still see my skin. Everyone keeps saying I have perfect skin. I definitely do not. I feel like the lighting from the ring lights makes it look like I have perfect skin and that I'm in my 20s. I still can't believe I'm going to be 40 next year. That's crazy. Sorry guys, I'm trying to see if I want to do anything else. I think, do I want to use, no, I don't want to use the blushes in here because these are definitely bright. I want to use a blush that's a bit more, I was going to say basic. Let's see what powder blushes I have. I think once I do my Sephora VIB sale, I'm going to be done buying blushes for a while. Laugh. Get your laughter out now. Because come January, we're doing a no-buy for January. I think I'm going to... This is the Laura Geller's Greatest Blush Crush Baked Blush Trio. I think I'm going to go into this one right here. Or maybe this one, or mix these two. I guess I'll mix them. I don't need to be like heavily blushed. Just enough. Does anybody want to do the laundry for me?
I gotta go to work soon.
Say, okay.
Someone's gonna do it. The only person who can is Grace.
No, I'm gonna do laundry. Still doesn't hurt to ask. And Grace can't. She's leaving soon too at Dad.
Oh.
Wait,
You got therapy
when?
at 1.
1?
Yeah, so yeah, we told you that yesterday.
Oh. Thought it was until 3.
No, it's at 1. That's why Dad's home early. Anyways, there's the blush. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, panic. Grace probably will. That's probably why she slept in. She needs time to wake up. Alright, only thing left is lips, and I'm thinking today... I'm just gonna do like a lip balm. Awesome sauce. Thank you. Merci. What? Do we want to keep it like basic for lips? Maybe. I've been using the Naturium as well. I feel like that stuff is hard to get out of the tube. Like you're squeezing. There's so much air in those tubes that you're squeezing, and it's hard to get it out. This is the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm in the shade Berry. I don't know why it's called Berry, but I'm gonna take this to work today. I want to keep things kind of basic for today's look. And that's it, folks. I probably would have been shorter if I wasn't doing so much talking, but it wouldn't be a video if I'm not talking. And like Chris would say, Tammy doesn't care how long her video is. It's like, I feel like if I want to sit down and rush and do my makeup, I would sit down and rush and do my makeup. There would be no talking and stuff. But doing my makeup is my me time, so why would I rush through it? Like, if you're having me time, you're not gonna rush through it, right? I want to enjoy the process of playing with some makeup. People need to stop rushing. Like, chill out. Take a breather. But yeah, this is the look. Hopefully you guys like it. I'm not going to add any more sparkle, but you definitely need to amp this look up. Definitely put on more mascara if you want. Again, I want it simple. I don't want to come home tonight and have to scrub my face. Like, it'll get scrubbed, but I feel like I can still see some mascara. Yeah, there's enough light in the front. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'm back here tomorrow. If I don't do a get ready with me tomorrow, I'm hoping tomorrow will be the first Saturday where I do my Tea with Jesus video. Again, if you're not into it, if you don't want to hear about Jesus and scripture and stuff, you don't want to learn anything, or hey, that's fine. You don't have to partake. And if me talking about Jesus means like, hey, you gotta unsubscribe, go for it. It's fine by me. I'm not here to please people, okay? And yeah, I know some people might be like, oh, that's rude. Not really. We all have different opinions and beliefs and stuff like that, and if you're not into hearing somebody else's beliefs and opinions, that's okay. I'm pretty open-minded, so even if an atheist came to me and was talking to me about stuff, I'd listen to them. I'm like, oh yeah. I wouldn't be like, no, I don't want to hear it. That's bullcrap. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and yeah, until next time, God bless.